Good day, welcome to Vaughan TV. I'm Michael G. Bonitatibus. We've been on hiatus for the past 2 weeks or so. So technically this is season 2 now.
There you go.
Okay, it's a fresh start. Our first guest for season 2 is Gerald from OnQ, which is a division of Legrand. Past and Seymour, a lot of people know the decor switches type of things. Right. Same company, but they have more to them. It's not just plugs and switches.
That's correct.
Legrand's so much more.
Yeah, we have the home systems product within OnQ. So we're talking about. And I'm happy to be here as your first guest for season 2.
Now, a system I'm becoming passionate about is multi-room audio.
Right.
Okay. Like now, when I walk into a house, it irks me if the house is like completely silent. Yeah, it just sounds like an empty home.
Exactly.
Right. When you walk into a home and they got the music, the ambient music playing, it sounds so much more complete.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. And multi-room audio is a very popular upgrade these days for many people.
Well, one thing I like about, there's a lot of things I like about the Unity OnQ system is the keypads are simple.
Very easy.
Right.
They have to be user-friendly for people to accept them and easily work with them.
Marco, can we get a zoom in on this? But you got to zoom in on this time because last season, some people said he never zoomed. Okay? That's the digital keypad.
Correct.
Okay, just can you stay zoomed for a minute? You got it? So you got up to 4 different sources.
Yes, up to 4 different sources, and you can raise and lower the volume. You can choose the sources. You can mute the keypad at a quick touch, and you can also, if you have a group of zones in your house, at one touch you can actually turn all the zones on or off.
So let's say the kids are home and they want to listen to, let's just say, first one that comes to my head, Kenny Rogers. I don't know why Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers. I would be listening to Kenny Rogers. The kids would be listening to Lady Gaga.
So let's say Lady Gaga, for instance. Okay. So source 1, you can listen to Lady Gaga.
Exactly.
And then let's say the parents are home. They want to listen to something else in their room. Yeah. So you go to, are you zoomed in still? You can click zone 2.
Exactly.
Right? And you can listen to a different type of music, a different source. So you got
music.
Lady Gaga, Kenny Rogers, and whatever, so
whatever
on.
else you
Up
want.
to 4 different sources simultaneously.
Up to 4 different sources, exactly. Yeah.
You got that? Okay. So that's the system. Now, actually,
so you could have, if you don't mind me saying, you could have that. So you could have in many houses, a 2-story, 4-bedroom house, you could have 6, 8, 10 zones of music, whatever you want. The system is expandable. You can start with 4, you can go to 6, you can go to 8. And so you would have a number of keypads in every room, and you would walk into that room, turn the music on, pick the source you want, and away you go.
And now speaker-wise, so basically the way the system works is you got your speaker here. You want to tell us a little about these speakers, by the way? These are your angled ones.
These are the angled speakers that can be used for both multi-room audio or used for home theater. The beauty of an angled speaker is that if you have a vaulted ceiling, the reality is you don't want the music to be in a regular speaker crossing as it comes down. So with the angled, you make sure you drop the speaker sound straight down into the room, which just fills the room up. And the same thing if you're doing a home theater and you can't get your speakers in the front of the wall, then the next best option is in the ceiling and you angle them towards the sitting area, so that's the sweet spot.
What directs the sound to you.
Directs the sound to you.
It's like me talking to you like this versus me talking to you,
that's right.
More just in a general
So
room
for the front speakers in a home theater, it's very important for the sound to be directed to you.
Right. So typically you're going to have 2 of these in a room.
Yeah. 2 of these
Kitchen,
in a room.
Bedroom.
Yeah.
Whatever other rooms.
Family room, dining room, den. So typically you have a keypad and a pair of speakers in whatever room that you're working with.
Paintable cover. So this is the cover that goes over the speaker.
Paintable grill.
So you can paint it whatever color. Yeah. This is going to be in your ceiling, right? So you're going to have a pair of these.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So now basically your wire, because the old systems, the wire went out to the basement.
That's right. These systems
how's
are
the wiring
different.
going on this?
So how the wiring works, so this is, the keypad is actually your amplifier for the pair of speakers.
So you don't need a clunky amp anymore to power this
exactly.
system.
And this device here, which is the main source input device, this is going to be behind your stereo equipment in your house, and it's going to pull the different sources of music into the system.
So you can listen to your Kenny Rogers, your Lady Gaga.
Exactly. And then you come onto the keypad. There's one cable that comes from the basement to the keypad, and then the speaker cable goes from here to the left and right speaker. So all you do
So again, your speakers are coming directly to your keypad.
Right.
And then everything's Cat 5 back to the box.
Exactly. Cat 5 back to the box, and that's all you need.
Let's talk about the box.
Okay.
You're okay? I forgot to tell you we're going to come on this section here. You're okay for like zoom wise? Okay, so this is the box.
This is a typical enclosure. There's different sizes. It could be 14-inch, 20-inch, or 28-inch. This is a 28-inch enclosure. The enclosure would house all the equipment associated with the OnQ products in the house.
Where's this box going?
This box is typically in the basement, about 18 inches away from the load center.
So all your keypads, which you see here, these are the ones we have on the wall, actually working throughout our showroom.
Yeah.
These all Cat 5 back to here.
Exactly. This is the actual module right down here. Is the module, and these are these white Cat 5e cables are those keypads coming in.
And so yeah, your speakers are coming here, Cat 5 here. So this is going to be in the basement.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we got something fancy here. What's going on with this system here?
Well, this is the Unity system, which you can take the home theater.
I'm gonna come on this side.
You can take the home theater. You can take the multi-room audio products, and if you had some intercom stations, you can add that to the system. And then when I come into the house, this would be in the kitchen. I could walk up.
So this is going to go in the kitchen.
Typically,
this is like centerpiece.
Exactly. Typically, this goes in the kitchen, and this is where they can control the entire system in their house from here. So, that, for example, we have music playing in the room.
Zoomed in on this, so we show you the interface of the system.
So we have music playing in the room that we're standing in here, in your demo room. And if I just wanted to raise the volume, that's all I'm doing here. Now, if I wanted to go and lower the volume, but I wanted to now go to one of the other rooms in the house, for example, you have the showroom here.
So let's say the kids are playing their music loud in the bedroom. You can actually
I could go in and actually control their. So if this was a kids' room, I could actually lower their music or raise their music. And at the same token, I could go into the music menu, and I could pick the different sources are here. Source 1, 2, 3, 4.
Again, the Lady Gaga, the Kenny Rogers. So all your sources are here, so you could pick it from this interface.
So I could pick it from here, and I could actually walk in, and I could set up a different source in a different room, and I could create a scene. We actually have a scene called Vaughanelectric.
Which are your preset levels with all the volume throughout the house.
Preset levels of what source you're playing in what room and what level they're playing at. So at the touch of a button, these are very easy to set up. At a touch of a button, you could have a welcome home scene. You could have a poker night scene. In the case of your business here, you have a Vaughanelectric welcomes you here.
So right now we have friends. They're over. They're outside in the patio. I want to put some music on. I simply go to here.
Go to here.
Right.
Go and simply go to the room.
Yeah.
And this one is.
So let's say our patio, for instance.
Patio. So you go down to patio, and then you just.
And then put the volume on
and put the volume on. There you go.
Very cool. Okay, what else is the system doing? So we know it's an awesome system for music.
Yep.
Right. This is the interface. This is basically what powers the whole thing.
Yeah.
Everything's Cat 5. That's it.
Yeah. The beauty of the products from OnCue is everything we can design to work on Category 5E cable, we do. So for
now, a lot
example,
of people, sorry to interrupt, but a lot of people ask me Cat 6.
Cat 6 is certainly what you want to have in your house if you're concerned with your data or your computer network.
Well, let's say if they're running Cat 6 for argument's sake.
Will
this work on Cat 6?
It will work with Cat 6, absolutely. But you really don't need Cat 6 for these applications. It's overkill. For your computer network in the house, Cat 6 is certainly a good thing to do. But be that as it may, any unshoeless twisted pair, Category 5 or Category 6 is the cable we're using. And what we have here is we have the Unity system, and this is an integration module that can talk to my music system, can talk to my intercom system, because you actually have an intercom system here as well.
Well, yeah, this does more than just music now.
Yeah. This has the interface for the intercom, for the music. There's weather information on here.
Which I'll scroll through. So that's your weather. So you click that.
Yeah.
You can check your weather forecast via Wi-Fi network.
That's right. As long as you're connected to the internet, you can check your weather on this system on the intercom.
What's the messages?
The messages are you could leave voice messages at different rooms in the house to remind the kids to walk the dog or to clean up.
So something will be flashing, I assume, and then they can listen to it.
If you leave a message, there's a little icon there, hard to see, but that you leave a message, their icon will flash.
Cameras, which we actually have working.
Yeah.
Right. So we got a ceiling. You got the door camera.
The door camera is next door, looking at your garden center. So what happens is that's the video door unit. So that would be at your front door. Somebody walks up, rings the doorbell.
This is perfect.
Boom. Whether this is asleep or not, it goes right away and opens up that.
Because it has a doorbell built in as well. So when they click it, it not only shows up on the screen, the doorbell rings. So it's like an automation system.
It is automation because it does two things. First of all, it wakes the screen up, shows the picture from the video camera, and it mutes the music in the house so that you don't compete with.
So you don't have someone ringing at the door and your music's blaring.
Yeah, as soon as it rings,
mute the music.
Mutes the music. You use the intercom. When you stop using the intercom, 10 seconds later it comes back.
Okay.
And we can integrate. We can integrate to the Legrand radio frequency lighting control system, the RFLC. And you can do under 100 devices in your house.
And one more thing. Okay, everybody has Apples. Well, not so much Apples, but at least iTunes. Okay, which you store all your music on. Now, I know we don't have it hooked up here, but basically,
that's what Player is.
Yeah.
That's what Player is. Player can go into the music library, and the music library is your Apple iTunes or whatever you've got on your computers at home. You catalog all that music. When I hit Player, all of those songs that are there.
It'll all load
via
Wi-Fi network, so you can see a whole list. So let's say I want to listen to satellite radio in Australia. You can listen through your system now.
You can listen through the music library and through internet radio. So you've got, aside from your 4 sources of music you talked about, we actually, with Unity, can give you 2 more sources of music.
And one more thing too, Mark, we're going to zoom up on this one as well. Gerald, what's going on here with this?
Oh, that's a great feature because that's what we call a local source. So if you have a keypad in a teenager's room and one of your main sources is something that they don't like Kenny Rogers, as you talked about, they can just take their iPhone or their iPad, whatever they want, plug it right in here, and then in their room, they are now providing the source just for their room.
So it'll bypass this keypad. They can listen to whatever their iPod is on their iPod through the speakers.
Yeah, it'll disconnect itself from the main sources and let their iPad be the source just for their room. They can still control the volume and what.
Now we got two packages, just to wrap this up. We got a studio music package, and we got a Unity home system package.
Yeah.
What consists in a studio music package?
In your studio music package, we have
get all the way here.
four zones of music. So 4 keypads, 4 pairs of speakers, the triple source main interface for the main sources of music. There's a local source in there, and there's of course all the equipment and the power supplies and the
whole
enclosure,
box,
whole box
everything
that you need.
And with the Unity system?
So the Unity has everything we talked about in the
Which was just
in the music source.
Which was 4
which is 4 sources of
so 4 areas basically.
4 zones of music, 4 pairs of speakers, the sources that come into the system as well, and then what Unity then brings in is it brings in the intercom. There's a video door unit. There's 3 locations of intercom plus this is an intercom. And then there's all the applications we talked about. There's also one ball camera, which is the camera that you showed over here that we call the ceiling camera.
So you're getting 4 rooms.
4 rooms with Unity is what you're
plus
getting.
the Unity screen, which is you put in the kitchen.
You're
getting a door entry system, a doorbell,
Yeah.
pretty much an automated system.
You're getting an automated system where you've got 4 locations in the house that have music in them, have the intercom capability in them, the video door unit, 1 ball camera, and you have all the applications you talked about in terms of leaving messages on the intercom.
And everything's complete.
Weather.
The enclosure, all the modules
The
and everything.
enclosure is pretty similar to this setup right here, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, obviously it'd be more of an enclosed, like it'd be
it would probably be a metal door.
We just have this for display purposes.
This is an option. If anybody wants this is an option they can order. It would be a metal door.
It has that raw feel to it.
Yeah, well we actually have one of these that's smoked.
Yeah.
Smoked glass. So it's
has a custom look to it.
Yeah, it has a custom look to it. Some people like that. So at the end of the day, this is the module. This is the enclosure you would get for that system. And now that system, 4 locations of music, 4 locations of intercom, the video door unit, you can expand that module here for music can expand to 4 more zones.
Yeah.
You don't have to add any more devices. You don't have to add any more module. You can build on.
So it's like a family. You start off with the basic music package, and you can grow with it. Add the Unity, add it to the package. Exactly. And via Cat 5, these are all Cat 5 powered. I feel like we're so close today. This is all Cat 5 powered, and power wise, like this thing pumps, huh?
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep. This will give you
just to show the music, because I'm amazed. Cat 5 is powering these speakers. There's no amp, no nothing.
Well, understand the speakers are still being run over speaker wire, but that keypad is being driven by the Cat 5, and that's the amplifier. So from that point on, you're amplifying those 2 speakers. But that's the beauty of the system. It's clean to install. And when you run Cat 5 through a house like that, it's clean in terms of it doesn't pick up any interference from other systems.
Very cool.
So that's a bonus. So this is a great music package for people that want to do some just quiet entertaining or quiet family time, right up to if you want to rock out, you can go for it.
Yeah, you got the basic system, and like I said, you can grow with it or you can go full out.
Yeah, and you can also, if you really want to rock it, you can go to something we call the high performance. So.
Which is even louder than what we just heard.
Exactly.
Which I guess if you're an audiophile, you want something
well,
like that.
the thing with the high performance is you can actually add in any zone with the high performance keypad, you can actually.
Which is the same look.
Very same look, a little different on the back. Very same look, but
just has the extra.
It has extra power in the amplifiers are 220 watt amplifiers versus a 15 watt amplifier. And the thing with the high performance is you can put a subwoofer in one of the zones to have what they call 2.1. So in my house, for example, I have an open concept in the kitchen, family room, dining room. One of my zones, I put a subwoofer there. So when I'm cranking up the music, you get
so if you're an audiophile, you have that package as well.
If you're a younger person too.
Last, I just want to talk about this because you know what? I go to so many houses and I see all these wires in the back of a cabinet, right? You see the TV and you have a whole bunch of wires. So this organizes everything.
Right, and this is called our home theater connection kit. So what you have is it's a 3-gang, actually it's a 4-gang location, and it's designed to go, it can go behind a flat screen TV as well. Because it's got the recess for the power. But
so you bring your power?
You bring your power in, you bring your connections from your 5.1 home theater into the back here, and then you just connect them on the front, and if you got any HDMI cables or anything like that, you can just run them through this cable access strap to keep it nice and clean. Right? And
this is a must.
For many houses,
For all those houses that have all those cables, replace it with this. Cut out a hole in the drywall,
Yeah.
and you put this nice and clean.
And it's very easy.
And your wives will love you.
Very easy to snap in because you just cut out the hole the right size, and then these screws will lock it right in place.
Very cool. Gerald, thanks for coming today.
My pleasure, Michael. Thanks for having me.
Awesome system you got.
Thank you.
Right?
Appreciate it.
And-
I like it.
Well, you know what? Like I said, it just adds so much to a house.
You know what? And today everything's about lifestyle in a house, right? And
That's actually a good word. I like that. Lifestyle.
Today's about lifestyle in a house, and how can you make your house and your home and your lifestyle that much more enjoyable? Adding music, adding the ability to not run to the door when it rings, to just check on your TV or on your LCD screen who's at the door, makes your life a lot easier.
And it all ties into my theme, setting the mood with lighting. Music just creates that.
Exactly.
It completes the package.
And we
I feel like that movie, Jerry Maguire. You complete me. Music completes that
Show
package.
me the money, buddy. But you know, the reality is that we call it, when you're setting up the music scenes, we call them music scenes.
Yeah.
So it's great. And
That's
you know
and
what?
that's what lighting is. Lighting is their scenes, and now with the music system, it's all that one unit.
Creates the ambiance and takes it to the nth degree.
Marco, how did we do on time for season 2? 14 minutes. Once again, I'm Michael G. Bonitatabas, here with Gerald from On Cue. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Season 2. Thanks.